spawn. You know, it's quite the place, right? It's quite the place. I don't know if, I'm just a humble observer and so on. But it's not the best place for builders. It doesn't inspire me much. Maybe Neo Tokyo or the ruins of Neo Tokyo in Akira. But there's not much for a builder here. So I suggest you follow me into my office. A place where we can talk about Minecraft and anarchy and I have things to tell you people about base building versus base hunting, because I think there's not enough builders, and you have to give it a shot. Doesn't come right the first time, maybe it doesn't come right the second time, but you experiment and you do that, and then you will be better. You will get better, and you will be happy with your things. Can I knock this off? No, I can't. Well, I made a point. So now we can have a glitches, and and we can go visit a base. Maybe. Would you like that? Would you like to visit a base? Ah, wow. I think we're on Constantium. I'm gonna hide the chat. But yeah, let's let's visit a base. What do you think? Here's the library. So we are in Caladan Palace, base of the Atreides from the Dune series. So that's a build that doesn't have the place. The place doesn't have a lot of pictures. So I was free to improvise. There's a baby zombie in my mob farm, and he's not gonna move for a while. So I was free to improvise with this place, and it's supposed to be a water base. See? This little is locked inside of here. It's supposed to be a water base and a water planet. Sorry, it's supposed to be a water planet. So I picked a place with a waterfront and terraformed cliffs. I quite loved the terraforming work. I did. And then I put a castle on top I did the cave here that connects to a natural cave, and it turns out amazing. It's even less good with the shaders. I kind of have to keep the shaders on because I have block rotation. I have block rotation off, but only with the shaders, I think, or something. Anyway, it's better with the shaders. And yeah, so as I was kind of free to improvise with this base, I also took the opportunity to try Axiom mod for building. And so a lot of these structures are Axiom made. Once I had the big cliff that was about maybe close to 10 dubs of stone shulkers, maybe 8 dubs of stone shulkers. And then I put donuts on top of it, and then stuff on top of the donuts, and then the superstructures and more donuts and the dome and this tower and that I don't know how you call it, gazebo, I don't know, I'm not Italian, mamma mia. And yeah, let's start with one of the last features I added, which I love. It's a flying machine elevator that goes along the side of the cliff. This time I have free cam, but it's a weird free cam. I can't go inside of blocks, which is maybe better for like security. Once again, I won't give the coords to this place, but if it gets found, I'll probably post a world download of it. If it gets found and griefed, let's say. So that was the map room, a little bit of a library in here. This is like a hub that opens to the garden above. I did a lot of interior work in this base with this mixed theme of Japanese and brutalist architecture, and some Minecraft freedom, you know, because why not? And yeah, a lot of it was thought with this shader pack. So this is a complementary unbound, I think. Yes, exactly. Complementary unbound, and so I kind of thought out the light types according to the blocks around, so I could have, you know, nice effects with frog lights and all the different types of lights. This is my room. So this is, you know, this is supposed to be a palace, but again, it's Minecraft, and I had leeway and freedom of creativity and implementation. So wow, the villagers are so loud. And yeah, so I took a ton of liberty. I love the looms in here, the ice windows. We can't really see outside because it's night. Ice windows. There's a lot of paths that go to, like, there are shortcuts to other parts of the base, but let's go and see the main room. The storage, of course. Storage room. So all of this is soul sand, and I have speed boots, so I can stride, you know, real quick through my storage. I have speed 1, not 2. but that's cool, you know. This opens to a garden outside with a bit of an area here for pearls and honey. And then to the gardens above, but we're gonna check that afterwards. So main storage, I really love this room. There's the perfect blend of brutalist and Japanese that I was trying to pull, I think. Plus the palace feel, you know. The other rooms don't have it because I didn't want to have these dimensions, these like gargantuan palace dimensions everywhere on base. This, after all, is a base for one player, me. So I kind of had both of these constraints, you know. So I didn't go bonkers on the size, but I quite love the level of detail and the general feel of the base. I think is pretty good. It holds itself together, you know. This is a bit of a villager section with iron farm here. The eagle is the emblem of the Atreides. So there's a couple eagles on the base. I love these parts to the brutalist type stuff. And a ton of clerics. And it ends up on the level below. There is an output for some farms. The classic breeder. And here is a trading section with the output of the iron farm that arise in here, so I can trade. Two of the goals for this base. They're still so loud. One of the goals for this base was farming quartz. So I have 18 masons in here, which is pretty good for terracotta too. They have lots of colors, so with time, you know, it piles up. And they have andesite as well, which is always cool. Tons of, you know, the classic librarians and the iron trades. And here we enter the mini spatioport. I love these shader things with the frog lights, and these are slime, these are honey, and this is water with the iron blocks. Some lava behind tinted glass. Little attempt at spaceship slash vertibird. You know, they have vertibirds in Dune. It's a poorly executed vertibird. It looks more like a regular ship. But you know, I did my best. That's the output of the mob farm, which runs pretty good since we have folia now. And here are a bunch of farms. We're gonna go down on free cam on this. This is a cane on this side and bamboo on that. And I quite like this farm because it relies on the bottom sugar cane being this is a tick pulsar. Bamboo isn't, but if you just let sugar cane in front of an observer, it will tick pulse at the bottom. Hello, little freeze, little crash. Don't crash. You're gonna crash. You're gonna crash. No, wow, okay. Maybe not free cam then. My PC is not as good as I thought. Wool farm in here. Come on. Wow, the colors make me bug so much. wool farm in here with some extra storage. And that brings us. Oh, come on! I don't have anything else running. I know it's pretty beautiful. And that brings us in here, and then we can visit the gardens. We can visit the gardens under the sun. I like how I integrated this base into the landscape. Somehow there is my signature pumpkin and melon farm, which sometimes gets stuck on the wrong setting, on the wrong toggle, but you know, I can't help it. It runs in the background, so sometimes it unsticks itself. Random custom quickly pulled cherry tree with the cows. I love this kind of biome thing. Here's another attempt at a biome thing. Same, it was, you know, it's supposed to be futuristic and somehow alien planet, water planet. So yeah, lots of water on the base. Quite like this part. I could have planned for this base a little better. It was my first time with Axiom, and I ended up piling up shapes onto one another without really hey, come on, without really man, I only have 12 chunks. Without really a plan, and it kind of shows it's an experiment of a base, really. So that's how I take it. That's why also I'm not. Oh, that's beautiful. I was hoping we would get that. This is sunlight seen through water and glass with complementary unbound shaders. I think it's so beautiful. It looks like you know, the enchantment texture. I think I wish I could replicate that on like a large scale, but it only shows a little bit. I have too many layers in here. This used to be much more opened, and I would have the sunlight going through, you know, into the room below, and then you get different light for sunlight and moonlight. So you could really tell which part of the day it was, even from the storage below. But now with the several layers of roof, it doesn't work as well. Yeah, a little kind of coliseum in here, cow spawned. Little coliseum with the chorus. I wanted to make this automated and have an array of dispensers shooting arrows that I would collect from the mob farm, but it was a little bit too overkill, you know, for chorus, which I never use. Nobody ever uses chorus. Let's be frank. And yeah. And there's a way upstairs. There's a whole donut in here that's quite empty, but I kept it empty and tried to, you know, make it like futuristic, quite good looking type thing. And that brings us to the dome at the top. Kind of empty too, but it definitely has the palace feel, so that's good. Also, it was an experimentation because I'm not really used to this scale and like classical architecture. I could have gone with something more futuristic, but it was a palace, so I thought, let's go classical. Lol. The trader spawns on top of the eagle. Okay, hello, you don't have anything. You know what? Goodbye. You too. And yeah, so here's my attempt at an eagle statue. It looks like an angry chicken or a happy chicken. I don't know. I love it. The llama is very angry at me, but it can't seem to shoot. Uh, that's bad. That's why you're a llama, and me, I'm a human. And yeah, we can visit the garden above if the llama keeps leaves me alone. So here on top of the superstructure, at some point, I had this dome and the Colosseum and something above the Colosseum, and it was starting to feel disconnected. So I added this purple superstructure that I quite like. It adds a lot of color. I think it's pretty good. And then I added more donuts on top, and I made them gardens. So there is this one with tilt soil, this one with mycelium, another one with water and the double mangrove tree, and then the grass there. And then I added this kind of path on top of it, because it again felt disconnected. So at each layer has a connection layer, if you want, that kind of homogenizes the whole thing, makes it homogeneous. I don't know. I tried. This base is an experiment. I quite like it, but it's wonky. Yeah, so shroom garden in here. Mangrove thing. I didn't know what to put. I kind of like the randomness, of the mangrove, and the flower garden in here, which looks better with block rotation, but I can't have block rotation. We can't have nice things. The poetry, guys. And here, also for coherence, I added this kind of ledge, and I quite love it. It serves no purpose whatsoever, but I really like it, and it gives you a point of view onto this side of the base, which is quite nice. And then we can go visit the underground. Yep. Let's just have a look at the tower. That was the last thing I added was this tower, because if I can show it, because something was missing, on this side. So I did this tower, and with axiom and some pimping, and I tried the auto texturing with light, on Axiom on this build, and it's okay. I think it's pretty good, and I added the plants and the vines that go around. And it's an actual, working tower, but nothing really special. It goes on up to the top, and here I have little secret passages to some levels below. Here it goes to the villager section, and here it goes to the side. I kind of love to do these passageways. So now we can see the, let's say, industrial section. So one other thing I wanted to do with this base, apart from collecting a lot of quartz, was automating a ton of stone and auto crafting. So I did that. All this is full. Smooth chisel, even the ovens, cracked bricks. And so we have a double stone generator in here. Bit loud. And it goes into this furnace array. Little eagle again. Oh, let's have a look at this. This is a build stone thing with water maps, and lights above. So right now it's rotating. I didn't pull it right. It looks like a broken neon, but you can do amazing stuff with that. If you have black maps or white maps or any kind of maps, or specially designed, I don't know, but white would be perfect with light behind and observers, in you will look online, you will see, you will find happiness and so on. And I added bits of I don't know, tech around, cables and stuff, to make it look a little bit more futuristic. Here is the duper section. Here is another way out, because why not? Little lichen farm. I love lichen, absolutely amazing block. And back to the spatioports with lava farm in here and the auto smelter. I really love this room. It's where I AFK all the farms. I trigger all the farms from this position. I really love this room. Shaders, man, amazing. But even on vanilla, look, it looks very decent. I don't have the best colors on this computer. I don't know why the reds are horrible on this screen. I hope it renders good on YouTube. Probably not. So shaders. But, it's like the rule is, if it looks good in vanilla, then you can shader. And that's what I'm trying to do. And there's quite a lot of detail. There is lichen above all these chiseled blocks that I can't show you because FreeCam doesn't go through blocks. But it looks good in vanilla, the kind of shaded hidden lights. And and then when it looks good in vanilla, then you shader, bam. One last section, because it's not that big of a base actually. One last section below with the bigger farms. That's the output of the the iron farm here. And bam, as I say it, golem falls. I kind of pimped this lush cave into something, you know, where I can walk around. This was an attempt at my intro, which I did in creative. By the way, if the intro sucks, or if it's not big enough, or not easy to read, you tell me, and I'll try something else. I an XO4 wood farm with a modified duper courtesy of Davey, which came up with that. Thanks to him, my farm works again now. So yeah, you know, you can mimic this waterlogged trapdoor in here. Yeah. And at the bottom I have auto nether shroom farm. I love these. These are so cool. I could watch this run for hours, literally. And then auto composts and sends the respective ones, to proper chests, which then you can use to farm a lot of wood gratis, which is cool. And bam. And then another passageway brings us to the output of the auto wheat farm, which is here. Little thing. And where does this go? Oh yeah, to the surface under the I added the I forgot I added that. I added the soul sand to make bubbles around the around the the water thing pipe, so that it's like cursed water, and yeah. Did I not send this back? I did not send it back. Oh, that sucks. I suck. I suck because I have a cool mechanism to send it back, and I didn't do it. So let's do that and then call this a base tour. I hope you liked it. So this is my fourth base on Constantium, with about time played. Come on, man. Come on. 133 days played. And yeah, another experiment, another base. You know. Oh, wow. Yeah. Caladan Palace. That's it, guys. You can play little Minecraft music in your head now for the outro, and I can unfreeze. And no, I can't. I cannot unfreeze. This is complicated. Today is complicated. Okay. Well, thank you for your attention, and I love you very much, like your mom does, and yeah, build stuff. Stop looking for bases and spending hours wasting your time with stupid client mods and tracers and new chunks, and build